Welcome back to Hoochos. Today on Hoochos, I'm going to be releasing this. This is the Hooch AutoSpike Hydroponic System. This hydroponic system uses cheaply available black plastic growers pots placed above a wick with a reservoir topped up by a float valve that you can 3D print at home yourself. Okay, so a little while ago, I released this. This is the Hooch Auto Bucket. And I wanted to release this for the people that have the Hooch buckets already. Now, that is only Australians at this point, and I am working on getting it to America. The Hooch bucket is actually now available to America, so I'll link that in the description below. However, I knew there'd be people going, well, what use is that? I don't have a Hooch bucket. So I actually designed two versions of this. One for the Hooch bucket and one for store-bought plastic pots. The way that these prints work, there are three parts to the print. They all print without supports and they all fit together perfectly. This is the base. The base is essentially a reservoir that allows you to fill it up with a float valve. It is practically identical to this except for the way that it houses the pot that you've got in it. There are lids that fit over the top of where the float valve is housed, which keep the light out of the system, and the way that it delivers nutrients to the plants is a reimagining of the grow spike, which I covered in a video, well, years ago now. These are incredible. This itself is a reimagining of the wick wedge. And the way that this works is you thread wicking material. Now this is the Orimerk wicking material. This is available on Hydroland and Amazon if you're searching for it in America. Or you can use cotton sash as well. I have redesigned the grow spike so that you can use one continuous piece of wicking material to thread around the entire spike. So let me show you how that works. At the bottom, there is now holes in the base so that you can tie off one end, thread it up through the single spot in the base and through all of the maze of holes that I've created. It then follows the base around like so and up through the grow spike, back over the top like so. And this will then fit into the hole in our AutoSpike hydroponic system. I think that's right. AutoSpike sounds about right. So I'm just gonna do that for all four of them. And there we go. So they're all wicked up and our grow spike has been placed into our hydroponic system. And now I'll show you how the pots fit over the top of them. So you'll just need some growers pots. And these ones were ones I've already used. I use these for the pineapples for the grow spike hydroponic system and a few other plants. So mine already have the right hole saw size out of the bottom. And that's all you need to do. You just need to put a hole in the bottom, the size of the grow spike. You can just use a Christmas tree bit for that. And these pots, they just drop over the top of our grow spike, and that is enough to deliver the nutrients and water to the wicking media that you will have within this system. And if you've got them outside, it will allow it to rain and fall through the pots and into and overflow out of the base. So the pots are never going to be waterlogged and they'll only absorb the nutrients that the plant requires. I have actually sealed these. Generally they are watertight. Just to make sure, just go over them with a clear gloss spray paint and it will make the prints absolutely watertight. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in the float valve and quick connect that we'll be using to refill all of these pots, and then we can get to planting. Okay, so we put the lids on. It's now time to prepare our plants. I have propagated cucumber plants. These are Lebanese cucumber plants and they've been propagated in The auto refill wicking 3D printable propagation system that I designed a few months ago. And as you can see, they've been loving it. It works really well. They can pretty much explore wherever they want to go. This is the wicking mat. We can just take those out of our seedling propagator. And you can see there, that's where the roots were escaping. So we're just gonna push those out. Place these down onto the end of our base tray and our seedlings have popped out. They've taken up the entire space of the propagation tray. This system has worked incredibly well. I'm so happy with it. And we can plant out our happy little cucumber seedlings. For this, I'm just going to be using a hydroponic grade of cocoa, which should by now be on the Hydroland website. We had a bunch of problems with customs, but that's to be expected. So we're just going to fill our pots up with straight cocoa, and we're just going to place our seedlings into the top, like so. I'm just going to pack it down a bit and fill around. And there we have a happy cucumber seedling. And I'm going to do the same for the rest. Now we can set up our system to plant them into. And you're gonna have to forgive how empty the greenhouse is. I have plans. I'm about to fill this all up because it is spring in Oz. This is the way the system is gonna be laid out. They're all on quick connects, which will just feed from a single hose. All I need is 1, 2, 3, 4 T-pieces, a tap, and all of my female and male quick connects. This is uneven ground at the moment, but because of the design of the system, you can have it on uneven ground because each float valve is independently filling each of our devices. All right, so now we're all plumbed up. I'm going to turn the water on and make sure that they're all filling properly. So I've got water filling into all of our systems, except for this one. What's going on here? I need to adjust the float valve on that one. There we go. Perfect. Just like that. And they'll fill up until the float valve shuts off. And as you can see, our wicks are down in the liquid at the base. So they'll start wicking up and I can go and get my plants. All right, so the way that this works, probably figured it out by now, you just place them straight down over the top of the wick and the wick spikes into them. And we can run our strings down to our plants to give them something to climb. And using tomato clips, you can just clip the plants to the string, like so. And we can set up the time-lapse cameras for the grow. Oi, get out of it. You leave the chickens alone, please. Oi, what did I just say? Come on. All right, so the time-lapse failed, but throughout the past updates that I've been giving you, you've had glimpses at this system as it was growing. And we did get a little bit of time-lapse footage at the end there to show you how the plants were moving, but you get the general idea. The system performed really well. I've actually been coming along and stealing fruit from these plants as they've grown, but you can see we've got healthy Lebanese cucumbers coming off. Now I will say that these aren't as impressive as the Hooch buckets, as you can see, but the difference here is these cucumbers, these are just store-bought packet seeds. So Bunnings packet seed cucumbers, whereas these ones are F1 cucumbers that are self-pollinating as well. So you can actually see that all of our flowers have pollinated into a cucumber here, whereas we have a little bit spotty pattern on these cucumbers, and they're just, the leaves just aren't as large, the plants aren't as vigorous. So definitely invest in your cucumber seeds because the difference is night and day. But apart from that difference in variety, these plants have performed incredibly well. I am very happy with this system. What I want to do now with you is we're going to cut these plants down, harvest, and we can have a look in the system. Oh, Look at that. Our whole system is full of really nice white roots. So if I lift this, it'll lift the whole thing, obviously. So I'm just gonna rip that out. There's our grow spike, and you can see in there, look at how white those roots are. Look at those roots. So healthy. Let's have a look at the pot itself. You've got roots all at the bottom of the pot where we've wicked up, and we haven't even used up the whole pot. That's good. So let's do another. Take the lid off. Oh, and again, look at that. That's almost blocking that float valve. So you want to check on these. Just clear the roots out on occasion by removing the lid. And we'll remove this. And you can see we are just full of the whitest roots. Look at that. How good is that? Pull those roots out. Beautiful, beautiful white roots. And again, we haven't even taken up the entire pot. So there's plenty more room for root growth within that pot. Well, there it is. That is the Hooch AutoSpike Hydroponic system. All of these files are available on my Patreon. Your support on that platform actually gives me the resources to spend so much time designing and thinking about creating things like this. And I really couldn't do it without you. So you guys are the main motivator, the main driver of all of the things that I come up with. So thank you for your support. I really couldn't do it without you. And you allow me to work in my happy place, so cheers. Happy hydroponicking, and I will see you next time on Hoochos.